Chat, no troll though. Back to the
but they can compete.
Well, they lack the overall depth that you need to compete for an EVA championship, but they play so well with Ledoux running the show that I think anything is possible here.
Now here's Ledoux.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Oh, look at Bashir getting tangled up with the defense. He's not shy about creating contact inside and drawing fouls.
So he comes up empty at the line.
It's Paris leading. Pass to Portier. NP.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Clearly, they had a pretty good grasp of the game plan coming into this one.
I know it's early, Tim, but I don't think I'm going out on a limb when I say we could be headed for a blowout unless something changes quickly.
Absolutely.
Now here's Vasseur. Now here's Ledoux.
Trying to get back on track. His fourth shot, his fourth miss. Still looking for his mojo tonight.
And when you look around the NBA, it's not hard to find a French player who got their start in this league.
And I think that is in part probably because of the way that France has developed their basketball program. But it also speaks volumes for the way this league can prepare players to make that jump over to the NBA.
Ledoux can't hit.
Boy, I mean, this has not been a quarter really to remember for him.
He's not making any sort of impact for them at that end of the court.
Pass to Ledoux. Stolen by Elich. Now Dumal.
Here's NP for three.
A rebound by Roquefort. Miller outside.
Out to the wing.
Here's Ledoux.
Let's go with a three. That shot missing. Down low.
Dumal. Lemuel covering.
And fouled hard that time, and he'll get two shots at the line.
That's on Lemuel.
So both teams making some changes here.
And Strasburg Basketball Pro calling timeout. Pass to MP.
The tray comes up empty, and he's now 5 for 8.
And for some of these athletes coming from overseas, it can be quite the culture shock.
It's not easy to adjust to a team in a city you don't know with the language you don't speak. It's a bit of a time to grow up moment, if you will, but those who make it can flourish.
And here's Strasburg.
Yes. It's a 10-point game.
Back to Lemuel.
One thing I like about Lemuel is that he takes what's available. If the defense gives him an opportunity to dunk, he's going to take it.
NP for three. NP can't get that one to fall. Outside Ledoux. Picked by Roquefort.
Lets it go from deep. And Roquefort throwing it down.
What a dime by Ledoux. His playmaking is why he's a projected first-round pick in the NBA draft.
Here's NP for three. And that one comes off the assist by Ledoux.
But with all the youth that Paris FC has, you would think that they lean on their vets. But they've got some young guys really stepping up.
Yeah, very quickly, guys like MP and other younger players have found ways to contribute. Kind of seems like Paris FC gets stronger every time they take the court.
Putting that size to work in the painted area, Roper just going for it.
Back to MP. Pass to Ledoux. Some solid defense there from Roquefort. Strasburg trailing. Outside Lemuel. Here's Mayon. Vasseur defending. Leduc misses.
Even with every shot clanging off iron, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to take a step in.
To the paint.
And the basket by Vasseur.
And with Coach Wayne Graves for Paris FC, this is a bit of a chance for him to showcase what he can do as a coach.
Well, if Coach Graves can lead this team in the EBA tournament, he'll turn some heads for sure. It's not easy to do with such a young roster, but the talent, it's there.
You got to make some type of defensive adjustment because he is killing them from three-point range.
Yeah, and even when they have closed out on him, he's still knocking them
They
down.
got to change something.
Outside Leduc.
Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good.
Pass to MP. And here's Vasseur. Back to MP.
The three, and he makes his 9th shot of the game. He's only missed 4.
Just a huge scoring night for MP. Every time he has a game like this, MP gets that much closer to his dream of making it to the NBA.
He did so well to lead his teammate right to the ideal spot.
The way this roster is constructed for Strasburg, they need to do a lot of their damage with the starting.
Well, the on-off numbers for Ledoux are pretty startling. There's a lot of talent on the bench for Strasburg, but I'm not sure if it's quite game ready just yet.
And here's Ledoux.
Looking for his first basket still in this.
And Roquefort throwing it down.
Roquefort's most effective when he's using his size. He can do a lot of damage close into the bucket.
It could go. No good on the last second attempt there. And we've reached halftime in this one.
Paris FC basket ahead.
They lead by 11. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
The third quarter is now underway here between Paris and Strasburg. Here's Leduc. And for guys that have played or watched both this league and the NBA, there are some stark differences.
Yeah, no doubt. You know, Europe, there's a lot less isolation, much more team-oriented play. And really, you talk about the skill of these players. Pretty much everybody can hit a jumper from distance as well.
That's rim protection at its finest. Illich refusing to give up the easy basket.
Pass to MP.
From deep. Good from the moment it left his hand. That makes him 10 for 14.
That's his MO. Sometimes he can score more points by himself than the rest of the team combined.
Now here's Leduc. Over Portier. Leduc with another miss. Here's MP for 3. That one falls. Nice feed from DeMol.
As MP continues to develop, he just becomes more consistent from deep.
Outside Vasseur. Lemuel. Roquefort shot is off. And we've seen MP start to adjust to the speed of the French league, looking much more comfortable.
Oh, listen, guys, it can be rough when you first start playing the game professionally. But MP has got his fitness right and has the look of a pro player now.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's MP for 3.
Lemuel with it. Fired by Zadirko.
Here's Ledoux. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Second chance buckets, they're always the result of hard work.
Dumas on the wing. Back to MP.
This one for 3. The three-pointer is on target.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there.
Ledoux.
The shot from the low post is good.
Strasburg leans on Ledoux for his passing. Don't overlook his ability to score from just about anywhere.
Dumas on the wing. Back to MP. Outside Dumas. MP.
Off the target with the 3.
Pass to Lemieux. Outside Ledoux. Ledoux with another miss. Portier with it. Guarded now by Roquefort. Ledoux with the steal.
Here's Miller.
For 3, Lemieux. And it's MP with the rebound. What a showing we've seen from MP. He's clearly had more of an impact on the game than Ledoux.
It seems like MP has stepped it up a notch, maybe trying to show that he's the guy to watch instead of Ledoux. For whatever the reason, there is no question he's been a force on offense with the ball in his hands.
Left side Dumas. Pass to Portier. MP. He's guarded by Roquefort. And it's MP missing. Strasburg on offense.
They trail by 14. Count the basket.
That's the unselfishness you want from your players. Lemieux creating for his teammate.
MP outside. Elich. Screen by MP. MP on the wing.
Shoots. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
You know, he's made the most of his chances, hasn't he? He needs to keep on working for those good looks.
Pass to Ledoux.
Lots of contact there. Missing the shot, but he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, you know, you can't say enough about what Vincent Lee.
Strasburg got the pro calling timeout. And here's Paris.
They led by as many as 18 points.
Here's MP.
Here's Zadirko. Baked in off the glass.
Well, defensively, I mean, you got to get a body on Zadirko and box him out. He's a very large dude out there.
Out to the left wing.
Now here's Ledoux.
D right on him.
Nice D from Portier. MP outside.
Pass to Zadirko.
And here's Portier.
Here's MP for 3. Drains the 3-pointer.
Shooting with no hesitation. You just have to admire MP's confidence in firing off the catch.
Ledoux, covered by Portier.
Looking to end his cold spell.
Nice D from Portier. Zadirko outside. Here's MP for 3. The shot is good off the assist from Zadirko.
I guess somebody's got to get out there on MP, huh? I mean, that was way beyond the line.
Shot to stop the run. And the layup is up and in.
He's just so reliable, guys. His offense doesn't come and go. It's always there.
Come around.
Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Well, at just about 250 pounds, Zadirko can be a wrecking ball in close.
Now here's Ledoux, covered by Portier.
Takes it from 10.
Ledoux can't hit. MP outside. Kicks it out to Portier. MP.
The 3. Drills the 3-pointer.
I don't want to say that they're trying to run up the score, but they do keep adding up to that lead.
Well, if you won't say it, partner, I will. They're trying to run up the score here.
Thanks for saying that, Brian.
Ledoux for 3. And it's Portier with the rebound.
And It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. Working around, get an easier shot.
Stolen by Lemieux. Pass to Leduc. That's going to put a ribbon on this one. Paris FC comes into town and secures the win.
Well, when you got a young team like Paris is, it's never easy.
Vincent Leduc is considered one of France's best playmakers.
That if you don't know about me, you're going to find out.
On top of outplaying Leduc, you helped lead.
Yeah, at some point, I just felt that...
And lastly, you put together quite the highlight reel tonight.
Most of it...
How was the escargot?
Austin, bro, them things was...
In tonight's matchup against Marseille, you get a first-hand look at Louis L'Aigle Dupont, who's currently projected to be a first-round draft pick in this year's NBA draft. Have you had a chance to watch any tape on your fellow draft?
L'Aigle means...
This is a do-or-die game for Paris FC.
You're right, Miss Mueller. That's a...
What a view of Paris. We are live here in one of the world's most iconic cities for tonight's game. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's presentation of the FBSL on 2K Sports. I'm Blake Swiniga with Tim Sports and Brian Benefiteni. Coming up, it'll be Paris versus Marseille.
And Paris FC has been the surprise of the season. They've pulled out some impressive wins, and with just one more win here tonight, they're going to qualify for the EBA tournament.
And it's safe to say that MP has led this team far beyond expectation.
No question about that. I mean, if they get into that EBA tournament, well, anything can happen from there. But don't sleep on Marseille. They've got a lot of experienced players like Louis Dupont, who are about as competitive as it gets. Well, really, guys, so much on the line tonight for Paris FC. A win here against Marseille, and they'll punch their ticket to the EBA tournament. But if they lose, that's the end of their championship aspirations for this year.
He's got a great stroke. That almost dropped.
Yeah, a lot of times he'll hit those no matter how tight the D is.
Now here's Illich. And here's MP from the arc. And it's hauled in by Bourgeois. You get the feeling that MP is going to do everything in his power to get this Paris team into the tournament.
For MP, it's not just about getting to the tournament. He wants to win the whole thing. And usually a team from France has as good of a chance as any to make some noise then. There's
look at how Paris FC took to get to this
Proud of
point,
him.
the youngsters on the team have stepped up big time.
Well, whenever this team has looked out of gas, guys like MP have stepped up and found ways to keep them going. It's kind of a Cinderella story, but they feel that they're far from midnight.
Now here's MP. Tries from 10. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
Just fantastic to see MP compete out there like this, embracing the contact head on, and finishing with precision.
And he doesn't tower over others at the center position, but he makes up for it by playing larger than he stands.
Here's Dumont. The 3-ball. That shot off. And we knew coming into this season that Marseille would be strong, but they really turned it on down the stretch.
No doubt. I mean, Dupont has led the way, taking his game to another level the last few weeks. Overall, the entire team, they've surpassed their fans' expectations already.
And stolen by Brisebois. To the middle. Here's Bourgeois. Elich with the strong defensive effort. Here's MP for 3. The shot is good off the assist from Zamirko.
Well, hey, MP can make that shot, especially when you allow him time and space to get comfortable.
There's Barrow with the 3. And Elich pulls it down. Here's Paris. Here's Zadirko. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed assist.
A great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, exploding to the bucket just as soon as that ball was going the other way.
And you see some of these guys go out to the three-point line, try to shoot threes, not him. Just dunk it.
Bourgeois, that's good. And what a surprise season for Paris FC. Most had them in the middle of the pack, but as we've mentioned, they have a chance to clinch a spot in the EBA tourney tonight.
And it shows you how a few key players can make a monster difference. The chemistry on this team has come together, and they have played far greater than the sum of their parts.
Now here's Brisebois. Drills it from outside.
And when Brisebois is shooting with confidence, he's a real problem. Outstanding initiative right there, catching and firing. He can time his passes so perfectly. What an assist.
Barrow outside. Puts up a 3. And again, it's Marseille with a 3.
Spacing out the floor, Marseille is a better team, and Barrow is burying triples.
And here's MP from the arc. Makes the bucket. He's now got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 on the game.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there,
It's
Tim.
been a lot of fun to watch. And without a doubt, this Marseille squad belongs to Louis Dupont. Really a gifted finisher, one of the best finishers in all of Europe.
He's the heartbeat of this team, and he is their leader. Marseille can go as far as Dupont takes them, and the way he's played all season, the sky is the limit for Leglin.
Brisebois long range. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Brisebois looking to match his opponent's work on the arc. Firing back with a 3 of his own.
Here's MP. Offensive rebound. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Marseille basketball out in front. They lead by 3. And don't go. Welcome back to Paris for the second. Quarter number 2, and we're just about a minute in. And down it goes, jamming it home. And here we are in Paris, such an incredible city. Obviously a cultural center for the world, but also the heart of the basketball scene in France.
So many great players have gotten their start here, and what a dream it must be for these players to come and play in Paris. It can feel a bit surreal, I can imagine, but everybody on the floor has earned their spots tonight.
So good at measuring the defense. If you're too far away from Portier, he's going to be ready to fire.
He can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on.
The fans are disappointed, you see it?
Well, I think he did plenty of damage. It was only with one hand, but he threw it down pretty hard, just the same, if you ask me.
Passer Yard. So now around around 2 minutes into this second quarter. A shot by Bourgeois, no good.
Well, credit to Z there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Yeah, stayed very tight on him and didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot off.
Players at this level, you just cannot give an inch to.
Here's Brisebois. 9 points in the game. Down low. Here's Dupont. Makes it off the glass.
Well, it doesn't take a private eye to figure out why they call Dupont Le Egg. He simply soars through the air, and along with Barcelona's Alvarez, has a claim to the best dunker in Europe.
Reminds me a bit of a player named Han Chi, who played a few years over here. You might remember him as the Flying Dragon. They both have the ability to explode off the floor when they take it to the rack.
Here's Riyad. A three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The D got lucky.
Brisebois outside. Here's Bourgeois. It's hauled in by Paris. MP outside. From the arc. That's good, and it's Portier with the assist.
You know, we saw MP get tested multiple times this season by his opponents, and sometimes, really, by his own team. But he's passed every test thrown his way.
And the resilience that MP has shown this year cannot be ignored. It's not easy to find success in a strange land, but MP has done that and then some.
Here's Marseille with the ball. Brisebois outside. Pass to Dupont. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
A fantastic drive by Dupont. You know, I'll tell you guys this. His ability to get to the rim, it's why I think he's going to be a first-rounder.
Dumont on the wing. Back to MP. Three-pointer. And Paris, another triple.
He is bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from him?
Well, we've already seen plenty. He's got more points from outside the arc than inside it.
Here's Dupont. Soft touch off the glass.
And these two teams continue to trade punches back and forth like heavyweight fighters.
The momentum swings are impossible to keep track of. The energy in this building just keeps changing.
It's been such a crazy game.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Marseille basketball out in front. They're up by 1. And we will be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Yeah, if you're just joining us here on 2K Sports, it's Paris FC Basket hosting Marseille basketball as we get going here in the second half of this FBSL matchup. While you look at the French culture, they absolutely love their sports here.
Soccer, or rather, let me be correct here, football is still king and probably always will be, but basketball isn't too far behind now. The popularity of the sport has exploded here the last few years. And with Wemby doing his thing in the NBA, I think it's going to continue to grow.
Marseille trailing. Inside. There's Parker. And the jam by Parker.
Playing big near the basket. I love seeing Parker go up with this kind of force.
Pass to Zadirko. It's stolen by Parker. And here's Brisebois. Covered by Portier. Barrow outside. Now here's Dupont. 6 to shoot. Back to Barrow. Shoots over Dumont. Barrow shots. To Dumont. To the paint. Hewitt. Good D by Bourgeois. Here's Marseille with the ball. Parker with the ball. Guarded by Zadirko. Parker misses. MP outside. Hits the three. Yes, and a nice assist from Hewitt. When you think back to how MP looked at the start of this season, we've seen a lot of growth in this game.
You know, you think back, like, when you talk about the start of the season, there were some shaky moments. But once he started getting comfortable you can see everything start to fall in place for him. He's been crucial in the success of Paris FC.
Buries it from three-point range.
And Lillard just killing them with the three-point shot here in the second half.
Yeah, and the defense knows it. They're fully stretched out there trying to stop the three and still haven't been able to.
They don't know defensively what they can do different at this point.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Back to Portier. And Paris, another triple.
They do a nice job of stringing together solid possessions and building that lead up.
Yeah, and that's the key right there. Consistency. They'll stay in control of this game if they stick with the game plan and don't waste possession.
Absolutely. You know, Blake, it's hard to decide which was better. The pass, the catch, or the slam.
I don't think there's any wrong answer to that question. Sensational alley-oop.
Way to avoid the question.
Yeah, come on, Blake. Stop avoiding the question, all right? But hey, you wouldn't know they're the team trailing when they're able to pull off plays like that.
That's some tenacity inside, battling for the second chance points.
MP outside. Pass to Portier. Umar on the wing. He's covered by Barrow. And it's MP missing. What a game we've seen from MP here. He's completely outclassed Dupont on the offensive end so far.
And not for lack of effort, Dupont has tried to get things going, but right now, MP is the one who is soaring over the competition.
Even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Yeah, as a coach, you can't stand seeing him have that much space to get his shot off.
Outside Dupont. To the inside.
This is why these guys love the veteran Illich. He gets everything he's got, every possession.
Don't take your eyes off him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor.
Here's Dumont. That falls. Nice feed that time from MP.
His ball distribution has been outstanding.
Yeah, Tim, all you have to do is look at the numbers. Those assists do not lie.
And they keep piling up.
Back to Breezeball. Cans it from downtown.
Well, the perimeter is where Breezeball earns his living. Defenders can't lose track of him out there.
Here's MP. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Right side to Paul. Got it off in time, but it's no good. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Welcome back. It's the final quarter of action here between MP, guarded by Dupont. MP inside. Portier. And there's the 3-second violation.
You can tolerate gaps like that sometimes, but in a close game, they really hurt.
Now here's Breezeball. Covered by Portier. Here's Parker. The top of the key jumper is on the mark.
He's so clutch. He saves his best when the pressure is at its highest.
Here's MP for three. And the ball out of play. Marseille will have it. Marseille leading. Barrow outside. Pass to Bourgeois. Breezeball long range. That falls. Great assist by Bourgeois.
Well, Marseille needed points in Breezeball, calling his own number.
Screen by MP. Lamar off the drive. And the layup's good off the glass.
And this is why he's the team captain. Dumont knows how to come through in the biggest moments. Hitting shots in moments like these are what makes scouts believe that Dumont will be a first-round pick.
Here's Zadirko. Again, it's Harris.
That's a big moment. And the big man Zadirko took it head on.
is why Dave Zbyszko is out there in the close moments. He's willing and able to step up and nail the big shots.
And schooling by MP. They're moving it up.
Not a game, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
Yeah, would have been better to use it on the floor and not on the shot, but the foul had to come one way or another.
Yeah. And so he drops them both. And it's a 4-point ball game.
That was a critical trip to the stripe. They have a 2-possession lead now.
Timeout called, Marseille. Breeze ball, Rock Reed. And it's Portier with the rebound.
That shot isn't the one they should be taking if they're down. Goodness! And they call MP's number. And he comes down with the biggest play of the night.
Tom running low here. Score quickly and then probably foul him.
You just can't waste time here.
Here's Dupont. Yes! And now they trail by just 4.
Around the basket is where DuPont really excels.
Foul intentionally, and they're going to have to do it again. They're not in a penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those seconds away.
No, and you've got to foul. It's going to come down to free throws.
Pressure situation.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
Huge spot here for MP.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Outside the ball. Pass to Breeze ball. And it's off from 3-point range. A drive by MP. And MP slams it in.
Flush that thing down.
That's a fierce 2-hander. Wow.
Wow, indeed. He had maximum force on that dunk.
Here's Breezewall. Laces one from 3.
He's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Now that's how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury him for sure.
The final horn sounds, and Paris FC gets the win. They have now secured a spot in the EBA tournament, and what a thrill it must be for all these fans.
MP, congratulations on the big win. How does it...
It feels incredible!
Seems like just yesterday I was trying to convince you to come to Europe. Now here we are, about to play Istanbul for the EB.
Ali, as a 2-time EBA MVP, what advice would you give your team before the championship game?
We know what we need to do to beat FC Baskets. I don't have to say nothing.
What do you expect from your opponent?
They got hot at the right time. But we have the best players in the tournament. Most experienced. Strongest will win. I expect him to lose.
Man, Ali, you have surprised me, man. I thought you'd be bigger, stronger, scarier.
Tomorrow, you will see how strong I am.
MP,
Yeah.
MP, how are you feeling ahead of this championship game?
I'm feeling very...
So, do you have any thoughts on your opponents, Istanbul?
I've watched the game tape on him. I know.
And a distant view of the skyline of Rome, Italy, our site for tonight's action. Good evening, everyone. What an exciting night. It's the EBA Championship between Paris FC and Istanbul Basketball. I'm Blake Suniga, along with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefatemi. It's winner take all here, and the kings of Europe will be crowned tonight.
We can't wait. We likely have a contender with the powerhouse Istanbul team on one side, but we have the surprise team, Paris FC, surpassing all expectations this year on the other side.
And now Paris is just one win away from immortality. They've been led all tournament by MP.
And Istanbul has leaned on Guvan during their run to the finals. Both MP and Guvan have been the stars of this tournament, and one of them will have a dream finish when it's all said and done.
What a backdrop we have here in Rome for this incredible matchup in the EBA Championship. So much on the line tonight.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. To the wing on the left. Ganesh sets the screen.
Down with both hands. That's a long distance trip for Yilmaz from the floor to the rim. But he makes it look easy out there.
And after the horn sounds, one of these teams will be crowned the kings of Europe.
And what a journey it has been for MP with this team. But they have some stiff competition on their hands with Guvan and a very tough Istanbul team.
Not many can argue Guvan is the star of this Istanbul side, arguably the best guard in Europe, but he's the key to this team.
He does everything so well and has been doing it for so long. Guvan isn't a player you can rattle. You know he's going to leave his fingerprints on this game. Who's stopping Ganesh in there? Seriously, these are the types of buckets that Istanbul has to rack up.
And MP gets it to go.
That kind of D, it's just not going to cut it, guys. They've got to get a hand in his face.
First quarter ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Right side Guval. 6 on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup.
With his size, you have to love the way Anil Ganesh moves around the court. I mean, everything is so deliberate with his footwork.
Well, like so many other Turkish bigs, Ganesh is as skilled as they come. He's got great vision, and he can create some space with the bounce if he needs to.
Istanbul trailing. Outside Toprak. Off target from three-point range. And it's Paris with the ball. Here's Paris. To the middle. Inside. Good by MP.
That's just incredible defensive timing from MP. He understands when to go after those blocks.
And good on both. And what a journey it's been for MP with this team. I mean, over the season, he's earned the respect of the vets.
And it's not just the vets on his team, but around Europe, the other vets, they're taking notice as well. And that says something about MP. He doesn't get too ahead of himself, allow himself to be hot, be coachable, and now he's a force.
Illich with it.
Duvalin picks him up. Pass to MP. Jacks up a three. And Istanbul basketball with the rebound. Now Govan. There's the triple. And Elich pulls it down. And it's Paris leading. Zadirko inside. That doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the field. Pass to Idenish. Here's Horkins. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way. He's got all types of tricks up his sleeve.
Back to MP. Here's the three. That's good, and it's Dumont with the assist.
Well, hey, MP can make that shot, especially when you allow him time and space to get comfortable.
Here's Dumont. And he lays it straight in. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Paris FC basket ahead. They lead by 4. Welcome back to the Eternal City, Rome. Second quarter action. Quarter number 2, and we're just about a minute in. And MP gets it to go. Well, we've seen the development of Turkish basketball over the last few decades, and Istanbul is a big part of that.
Turkey, really one of the stronger teams in international play, along with the talent they're playing in the NBA. A lot of their success is from the players Istanbul has produced.
Pass to Dumont. Portier. MP inside. Oh! It's blocked! To the inside. Here's Idemish. Lots of room. And again, it's Istanbul.
Fantastic pass. He made that very easy bucket with that setup.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot, but he'll shoot 2. The first free throw is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. We're now around 2 minutes into this second quarter. Here's Portness. Pass to Kyle. The three-pointer off the mark.
That's a shot you want to take if you're looking for the 3. Defense totally off balance.
And MP gets it to go.
And MP is just taking charge right now. Every time he gets the ball, he's looking to score.
Here in quarter 2, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. A 3 from Kyle. And they grab their own miss. And there it is.
Excellent work off the glass by Toprak, willing to fight.
Pass to MP. Now here's Dumont. Back to MP. Fires from deep. Add another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 for 10 from the field.
As long as the threes keep dropping for him, he'll keep firing.
As he should. When you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, why not?
The teammates just keep feeding the hot hands.
Outside Toprak. Over MP. The 3 from Kaya. Kaya with another miss. Pass to Zadirko. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, at just about 250 pounds, Zadirko could be a wrecking ball in close.
Outside Toprak. Rejected by MP. And here's Zadirko. Rejected by MP.
Great effort defensively. MP staying connected.
And stolen by Kaya. Fast break. Here comes Istanbul. Pull up Jay. And he sinks
that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And Tolga Yilmaz, the Istanbul wing, he's really shown some great development over the last few seasons.
You kept waiting on Yilmaz to figure it out. Then about halfway through last year, it happened. He's been an absolute stud since then and a huge part of Istanbul's success.
Misses the wing three. Shot clock and game clock 1 second differential. Here's MP. Great D from Toprak there. Here's Korkmaz. Covered by Portier. Soft touch off the glass.
I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Paris FC basket ahead. They're up by 9. And we'll see you right after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports as the second half of this EBA Championship game gets underway. One of the things you always love about the EBA Championship, you get some contrasting styles between the club teams of different countries.
And there are players from all over the world on these rosters, but each club has their own identity, and it's been fun to watch them clash.
And here's Paris. Takes it from 10. Nice shot by Elic.
Well, sometimes it's about taking what the defense gives you. And Elic, as a mature basketball player, knows all about that.
Move on for 3. The rebound by Zadirko. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Pass to Ganesh. Gets a very good look and converts.
Well, he, for one, hasn't let them down, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace.
MP, Toprak covering. Back to MP. The 3. Defensive rebound. Zadirko, good.
Well, defensively, you've got to get a body on Zadirko and box him out. He's a very large dude out there.
Ganesh takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Good pass work. The assist was right on target.
Back to MP. Launches a 3. Basket number 8 for him on 13 attempts. And that's a 62% clip so far.
You know, that short corner 3, it's a shot that MP has really been working on.
Move on for 3. It's held in by Paris. Back to MP. 3-pointer. Misses the hole. Now shooting 8 for 14. Pass to Toprak. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
That's a good look for Toprak. That's exactly what Istanbul is working towards offensively.
He slings it in.
Maybe he could have tried for a more memorable bump than that.
Yeah, and we definitely know he's more capable of those memorable ones.
Disappointing the fans, the viewers, and us.
Oh, it disappointed everybody, but they've got a nice lead. Might as well not take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. The trade. Ganesh, no good.
I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Looked good here, too. I'm as shocked as you.
Elic with the bucket.
Using his size around the rim. Elic cashing in for 2. Playing big for Paris.
Toprak can't hit. And confident play we're seeing out of them.
Yeah, the scoreboard tells the story.
MP on the wing. Toprak covering. Here's Dumas. Again, it's Paris.
Smooth looking shot from Jamal, ready to fire.
And in this EBA championship game, MP has been the one to lead the way for this team.
Well, Duval might have the experience, but right now MP is the best player on the floor. The way he's taken over offensively, it's been incredible.
Pass to Toprak. Vaughn. And off target on the 15-footer. And here's Portier. He's covered by Gouval. Picked him clean. Now here's Ganesh. Covered by MP. Right side Gouval. Takes the three. But he stays with it. He's got a clear path. Just 1 second between the shot and game clock.
Using that length, Ganesh swats it away.
And Istanbul making a change here. MP outside. Outside Illich. Lets it go from 11. Toprak grabs the miss. To stop the oh, no good on the buzzer beater. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball. Welcome back. Only 1 quarter left. Now called Paris. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Sticking ahead. Toprak. It's Toprak on the wing. And that comes off the assist by Kaya.
Spreading out the floor, you want that in a swingman like Toprak.
Outside Illich. Portier. He's covered by Gouval. And another miss by Paris. Pass to Toprak. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws for him.
Hard-nosed ball inside by Toprak. You need these types of plays in this EVA championship.
And he's good on the second. And here's Paris. 22 was their biggest lead. Kicks it out to MP. Portier outside. It's good.
Well, a bigger lead guard, Portier can have success down low for this Paris ball club.
Pass to Toprak. Gouval. Back to Toprak. Stolen by Illich. MP outside. Now here's Dumal. Nice form on the 20-footer.
This is what you have to realize about MP. He can get points anytime he wants. He's also unselfish.
Right side Gouval. Off the mark from 16 feet out.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. Working around, getting easier shots.
Now here's MP. Toprak covering. And yep, it's good.
For that pick, it worked like a charm. Nice job taking it right to the 10 for the right.
Pass to Toprak. From past the arc, that's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 thus far.
Doesn't matter where he is on the floor, Toprak will fire at will.
Here's Zadirko. MP. The shot is good off the assist from Zadirko.
How about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Yeah, terrific little back and forth right there, Tim.
Been a lot of fun to watch.
And yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
There's no shortage of moxie to Yilmaz's game. He's ready to fire as soon as he gets his hands on the ball.
Pass to Illich.
And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this one.
Yeah, they're not taking any chances. This is how you close a game out.
Just look how happy their coach is.
Here's Toprak. The rebound by Zadirko. And they've been really controlling this one.
Never want to get too complacent, though.
And that one drops.
It's been all one-way traffic here. They've really been lights out offensively.
And there's no telling how big that lead's going to get.
It just keeps increasing.
Now Toprak. Pass to Ganesh. Off target with the three. Time runs out, and it's Paris FC basket. Let's go!
Yes, Miss Mueller.
MP.
It's been an incredible ride, Miss Mueller.
MP.
Oui. I love France, but my goal is the.
So, let's talk about your passion projects, huh?
Yeah.
I know, and I've been working to put together the right staff on the business side of things.
Yo, Dion. Wait. No!
go, bro. Hey, that was a good.
Yo, no lie, it's been fun 20 with you after all this time.
Hey, man, it's nice having you barking at someone else all game.
I appreciate that. You always been a...
So, you got a deal or what?
Chill, Dion. We're gonna talk about it more later.
Hey, man, we just catching up, bro.
It's your night tonight.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. We'll watch the Chicago Bulls in this one. As they go up, we are really in the thick of the regular season now, Greg. Do you like what you've seen so far?
Absolutely. You can tell that everyone came to play this year. The game just keeps getting more advanced and the skill level continues to rise.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. At the guards, it's Giddey at the 1 with White at the 2. Vucevic is out there with Buzelis. And it's Okoro in at the 3. Giddey, and the layup's good off the glass.
Well, Giddey loves to finish strong inside, and he knows how to take advantage of his size.
Johnson sets the screen for MP. That's good from Johnson on the assist by MP.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
Giddey with the bounce pass. Here's Okoro. And Vucevic kicks to Giddey. Vucevic is screen on Young. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Giddey's got 5 points so far.
And not a guy who takes a ton of threes, but Giddey can knock them down if you let him.
Greg, we have another up-and-comer from down under, Josh Giddey.
I mean, a lot of young talent coming to the NBA by way of Australia. The great skill development program showing in Giddey, who stands 6'8", but plays like a small point guard. Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Here's Porzingis. Nails the baby hook.
And because he can score from all over the floor, Porzingis can find space inside. That's not the case for most 7-footers.
White drives in. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Talk about a fast start. 4 for 4 right out of the gate.
MP passes to Porzingis, and he gets it to go.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The Bulls have gone 4-4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. That's to Vucevic. Over Porzingis. Porzingis with the block.
And there was a time when Porzingis was good for several rejections at the rim like that per game. Most would-be scorers have learned that about him. And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much
56 points, and he was on a tear in that game, recording a season high in points. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Atlanta making some changes. O'Connor comes in for Porzingis. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Daniels. MP dishes to Young. Hawks passing it around. 6 to shoot. Wound up there for Johnson. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
He is soaring on that one. Johnson going up high to get his hands on it.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, the Atlanta Hawks this summer, adding threes, Nickeil Alexander-Walker and Luke Kennard, this team is now possessing a stacked wing rotation. And with this infusion of playmaking and shooting, guys, they could be pretty tough to deal with now.
Wow, a team to be reckoned with. All right, Shams, we thank you for the report.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to White. White setting the pick for Vucevic. Now, Buzelis. Back to Vucevic. Now, Giddey. Here's Buzelis. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Giddey. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Okongwu with the screen for MP. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist by MP. MP's got his 7th assist in the game. Puts up a deep 3. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the... Both teams making substitutions here. White against Daniels. And White kicks to Okoro. Buzelis takes a screen for White. To the inside. Vucevic. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Certainly, Nikola can hit threes, but come on. He's a 7-footer with touch. Those inside shots, they work too.
The backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. Pairing Johnson along with Porzingis. And it's MP in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
That is just beautiful ball movement. Unselfish basketball.
And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis has got the lead up to 11 now for the Hawks. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Giddey surveying the D. Inside, shot clock at 6. And here's the fast break. Here's Daniels. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Daniels has got 4 points now in the quarter. And so it's Atlanta. 13 points up at the end of the period. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
It's not a huge deficit on the boards, but enough to where they're giving away possessions, and that adds up, guys.
Yeah, if they're playing a comeback.
And let's focus. And that about wraps it.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Jalen Johnson has been sensational.
really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
And what more can you ask of him? That is helping out your team. And the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. White on the wing along with Okoro. Bruzelis out there with Vucevic. And it's Giddey in at point guard. Pass to Okoro. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 8 points for Isaac Okoro.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
And here's MP for three. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got his fifth rebound in this one.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
GA here about 3 level scores. But is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep twos as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. But they look like a 5-2 player in baseball.
And look at that range from MP. He's really showing it off right now. He may be young, but man, does he ever shoot it with confidence. Outside, White. Vucevic setting the pick for White. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks. The Chicago Bulls retiring the jersey of hometown hero and former league MVP Derrick Rose. His coach with the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau, said, "The true measure of a man is how he handles adversity, and nobody did it better. He always found a way to rise above, and there's no question in my mind he is a Hall of Fame player." Guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allen.
Gotta contest MP from out there. He is more than capable from three.
Giddey kicks to White. By the screen. Pass to Bruzelis. Here's Giddey. Here's Vucevic. That one, no good. Nice D from Porzingis. And Greg, the Bulls have said they're leaning towards building with depth, saying that star teams are more vulnerable to injury.
Well, they don't yet have a bona fide big-time star on this roster, so if you ask me, that might be a case of sour grapes.
Here's Vucevic. Another miss by Vucevic. Well, that's two good players going at each other. Advantage to the defense that time. He seems a little out of rhythm right now. Right here. Okoro with it. He's against Young. Rebound by the Hawks. Johnson kicks to Daniels. Pass to Porzingis. Young looking around. The three from MP. Backed in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists now in this one. And the action on hold, as it appears there's been an injury. Yep, he's definitely in a bad way out there right now. Tough to see.
Man, that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
And we're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. To the paint. Here's O'Connell. Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a foul. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field. Johnson and O'Connell man the post positions. The backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. And it's MP in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
And I know Giddey would rather shoot threes straight on, but being versatile makes him even more effective.
Johnson sets the screen for MP. Fires the three. Sinks the triple. And that's 18 points for MP. After a rough first half, it's good to see him start to put the pieces together here. Pass to Buzelis. Now, Okoro. And there's the dunk.
And that kind of defense ain't gonna get it done.
Gee, we don't see those kinds of dunks out of him all the time, but we know he's got it in him.
Not the greatest effort there defensively, and he took advantage.
Bulls trail by 18. Now Giddey. Now Buzelis. Now Vucevic. Oh, a beautiful finish off that spectacular reverse.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
A nice shot by MP.
They continue to feed the hot hand, and this kid is putting in work.
Back to White. There's the three. Trae Young grabs the miss. Young's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Atlanta.
What an effort in the transition game we've seen tonight from these guys. Really pushed the ball, and I think in doing so, created a lot of pressure on the defense.
Definitely had a huge edge, and this is their DNA. When they run the ball and dictate the flow of the offense like we've seen here, these are the kinds of games they can have.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for MP.
Well, he did a great job involving everyone in the offense, setting guys up for scores, and the assist total shows it.
Young against Giddey. 6 on the shot clock. That one drops. Here's Young. 15 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's MP. Takes the 3. And it doesn't go. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. This game may not have been the margin.
MP with a double-double in tonight's victory.
I get sick if I think I'm going to miss a game.
Back to you, Kevin.
Jennifer, thank you. And that